Hey friends, it's Amy. I'm in the studio once again, here to show you another brush scripting video. It seems that you are enjoying these types of videos, so I'm glad that I am hearing positive comments and getting those thumbs up. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. This week I wanted to show you how I scripted this one quote that talks about focus and energy flow, and I find that there's a lot of times where I feel stuck or let's say sad about something, and I want to get myself out of a funk and into a groove of either working or coming up with ideas for new projects. That there's a point where you come to a creative crossroads and you don't really know what to do, but I always have found that if I focus in on what it is I want and how I really want to feel, that really helps me get towards the goal of the creative task or whatever I might be facing in my life. So let's go to scripting the quote. Once again, I am using the Artist Loft watercolor set from Michaels. As you can see, it's very well loved. I've got a piece of American Crafts cardstock. I am using the side that is textured, and I've got my Tim Holtz Detailer water brush. So these are my go-to supplies when it comes to scripting the Motivational Monday quotes. Each week, I try and look through the comments of my blog or Instagram and most recently YouTube to find a quote that resonates. Thanks, Amy Fentress, for your suggestion, and after some Google searching, I found numerous sources other than Tony Robbins credited with this, so I decided to just leave it off. Sorry, Tony and Wayne Dyer and others. I just couldn't pinpoint who originally said it, so forgive me if either of you happen to be watching. I start off by squeezing some water into the pan, and I thought for this one I would write it out in various shades of blue. My go-to combination lately has been rainbow, but since this quote is a bit shorter, I thought it would work better and give you an opportunity to see how I blend just a few colors. With brush scripting, I have found the best results when I use both thick and thin strokes. For the most part, thick going down and thin going up. When I first started out, this was pretty challenging to achieve, and through lots of patience and practice, I was able to get it flowing pretty smoothly, sometimes even saying the words thick, thin, thick, thin, thick, thin. Oh, and then I had to cheat a little bit. So there are moments when you do that, but for the most part, if you say thick, thin in your head, it can get you into the practice of making the strokes that way. Obviously, everyone's handwriting is different, so I encourage you to practice and hone in on a style that complements your natural writing and tendencies. Of course, watching videos like this one and practicing by tracing or imitating others is great when you're just starting out. I recommend embracing your unique handwriting style, though, from the get-go. Admiring others' work and then trying to be just like it can have negative results. I really encourage you to embrace your own writing. So many people who I've talked to say that they don't like their writing or feel that it's sloppy or messy, but honestly, most of the time my writing is chicken scratch unless I know others need to read it and know what it says. I'm very intentional about scripting these quotes every week because it gives me a chance to practice and improve and cultivate my muscle memory. There have been many times I have made mistakes or messed up. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that this happens quite often, or just written things and I don't like the results. For the most part, though, I give myself grace, and you should too, when it comes to trying creative or artsy things. Skills get cultivated over time, and with the right attitude, a positive one, and focus, you'll see the energy start to flow. Sometimes it's hard and you'll get frustrated, but if you focus on the positive and feel grateful for the journey, the energy will flow and help you get to where you need to go. I've been in a little funk myself and have really tried to focus on all the wonderful things I have in my life instead of the sad things that bring us down. I'm so grateful to you for watching these videos and for encouraging me to talk about and sometimes ramble about the process when all I really had the energy for in my funk was to put this whole thing to music. So thank you for your encouragement and positive energy. I really appreciate it. All right, that was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed watching how that quote came together, and I'd love to hear from you once again. If you have a favorite quote, leave it below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I love hearing from you, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye! Script in progress, or whatever. I don't mind the hummingbird coming out of my head.